reviewing a play where it looks like Washington has forced a critical turnover, and if that's the case, they will inch closer to a matchup next Monday night in Houston against the Michigan Wolverines. Well, I appreciate your time as the Trailblazers kick off this 7-game road trip. Let's get to it, where the Trailblazers, coming off their victory Friday night over the Spurs, got off to a good start in this one tonight down in the Valley against the Suns. Portland raced to a 10-6 lead at the 7:21 mark of the first quarter. Jeremy Grant with 7 points during that stretch, continuing his hot scoring for the Trailblazers. Portland continued their fast start by going on a 10-7 run, pushing their lead to 20-13 with 4:13 remaining in the first, following a three-pointer from Jeremy Grant. Now, Portland used the final 2:49 of the first to go on a 7-3 run, taking a 29-20 lead at the end of the first. The Blazers shot 50% in the first quarter. Jeremy Grant led the way with 9 on 4 of 7 shooting. Scoot Henderson, who got off to a good start, scored 7, and Grayson Allen led the Suns with 8 points in the first. The Blazers' defense terrific in that opening period, limiting the Suns to just 20 points on 30% shooting. Unfortunately, things went sideways after that opening period. The Trailblazers just miserable in the second quarter. The Suns opened the second on an 18-4 run, taking a 38-33 lead with 6:25 left in the first half. A slew of Suns were involved in that run, including Bradley Beal, Eric Gordon, and Josh Okogie. The Blazers would cut the deficit to 4 at 45-41 with 3:25 remaining in the half, but the Suns countered with a 10-6 run to close the half, taking a 55-47 lead. The Blazers were outscored 35-18 in the period, and they committed a dreadful 8 turnovers, leading to 14 points for the Suns. Scoot led Portland with 13 points in the first half. Grant with 9, all coming in the first quarter. Grayson Allen had 12 to pace the Suns in that first half. Bradley Beal with 10. The Blazers shot 45% from the floor. The Suns 46%. Both teams were 5 of 15 from downtown. And on to the third quarter we go. The Trailblazers trailed 65-57 with 6:42 remaining in the third after a driving layup by Jeremy Grant, and that's when Phoenix started to pull away. The Suns responded with a 13-0 run powered by Eric Gordon, Yusuf Nurkic, and Devin Booker, who all drained threes during that stretch. The Blazers down 79-57 at this point. Phoenix would close the quarter on a 7-4 spurt, pushing their lead to 86-61 entering the fourth quarter. Not good. Phoenix outscored Portland 31-14 in the period on 55% shooting. The Blazers connected on just 27% of their shots. Grant scored 6 in the period for Portland. The Suns were led by Nurk, who had 9, and the Blazers committed another 6 turnovers in the quarter, leading to 9 points for the Suns. The Trailblazers opened up the fourth on a 10-0 run to trim the deficit to 15. It proved to be fool's gold as the Suns put the game away with a 14-2 run. Suns win it 109-88. Portland drops the first of their 7-game road trip. The Blazers will be in Dallas to take on the Mavericks Wednesday. Tip-off at 5:30. Portland was outscored a whopping 66-32 between the second and third quarter. Bradley Beal led the Suns with 21. Nurkic with 18.7 rebounds. Scoot Henderson led the Blazers with 17. And Grant finished the night with 15. For the Blazers tonight, well, not a lot of good. Matisse Thybulle got the start tonight without Tamani Kamara. He played 28 minutes, 1 of 5 from the field, finished with 3 points and 4 rebounds. Jeremy Grant, 15 points, 9 of those coming in the first quarter. He was 6 of 12 shooting in 25 minutes, 1 of 3 from downtown. Moses Brown at center tonight, 15 minutes as a starter, 2 points and 6 rebounds. Malcolm Brogdon played 21 minutes. He scored 10 points, had 5 assists, 3 of 8 from the floor, 2 of 4 from downtown. And Scoot Henderson leading the way tonight with 17 points. He had 6 assists, 7 of 18 from the floor, and he was 1 of 3 from downtown. Off the bench, another solid effort in 25 minutes for Jabari Walker, 10 points and 9 rebounds. 7 from Skylar Mays. They got 6 from Chris Murray and 8 from Ish Wainwright. With the loss, the Blazers now 9-23 on the season. They shot 41%. They were just 8 of 30 from downtown, 26%. They were 14 of 19 from the foul line. For the Suns tonight, they were led by Yusuf Nurkic, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Bradley Beal with 21 points. They got 10 from Devin Booker and Eric Gordon with 12 off the bench. They shot 47% from the field. They were just 11 of 29 from three, 22 of 33 from downtown. The Blazers tonight, 19 turnovers leading to 30 points for the Phoenix Suns. That is an issue, and it was a big-time issue tonight. But the Suns, the better team tonight, and for the Trailblazers, they were shorthanded. No Anthony Simons, no Tamani Kamara, no DeAndre Ayton, and even the Suns without Kevin Durant. Just too much firepower for your Portland Trailblazers, who take the loss 109-88. All right, we'll keep things rolling here in the fifth quarter, as the Blazers now will regroup and head off to Big D and get ready for a matchup Wednesday against the Mavericks. We're going to have What's the Scoot? We'll go into the coaches' corner here from Chauncey Phillips. And we'll get your shot of the night coming up next here on the fifth quarter.
Rebound, Henderson. Henderson will push. 3-on-2 on the other end. Give it to Brogdon. Down to Grant. Drives. Hammers it down with the right hand. Jeremy Grant with authority.
Oh, man, that's what you call fast break basketball.
Better office chairs or just the right file cabinet? Office Furniture Reborn has a huge selection of colors and sizes to choose from. So drop by Office Furniture Reborn's huge showroom just off Pacific Highway in 217 or visit www.officeFurnitureReborn.com.
All right, let's take a look at Scoot Henderson tonight, where he got the start with guys out of the lineup. Shaden Sharp was on a minutes restriction. He did not start. It was Malcolm Brogdon and Scoot Henderson, the same backcourt that we saw Friday against the Spurs. 33 minutes for Scoot Henderson, 7 of 18 from the floor, 1 of 3 from downtown, 17 points and 6 assists, and once again, just continuing to make progress. I think what I'm really enjoying, just the fruits of his labor, you know, the way he's put in the work and continuing to practice, pay attention to film, listen to his coaches, his veteran teammates, and just making strides in his game. The other thing we're noticing in terms of his three-point shot and the improvement from downtown has been the work that he's put in on really practicing these things. You'll notice that in his three-point shots off the bounce, where he's getting himself into position and pulling up with a much smoother delivery. There's better balance in the way he's playing right now. So overall, just continued progress with Scoot. And I love the fact that he's getting these bigger minutes in the starting lineup. And I thought he reacted really well tonight. He got off to a good start. He was aggressive, remained that way. And in spite of some of the mistakes that he made tonight, he just continues to press forward. He had 5 turnovers. Obviously, that's an area you want him to work on. But with the improved shooting, the adjustment to the speed of the game, the aggression level that he has when he's out there, and the improved shooting touch, we're just seeing continued progress. So very pleased with what I see from Scoot Henderson. And, you know, after that very slow start to the season, we're just seeing progress. And you can really check the box with all of the young players and the development that we're seeing so far in the lineup. Now, on the flip side, with Shaden Sharp, I didn't have too much expectation tonight. As he was getting back in the lineup, he was on a minute restriction, but you could tell he was slow to react, didn't play well tonight, and just seemed a little bit lost out there. But I would expect that to change as he continues to work himself back into the lineup. But with this road trip and with some of the guys that are dinged up right now, Scoot's going to get a run. He's going to get a chance to play more and more and continue to make progress, which I think is terrific. So big props to Scoot as he continues to work. You could tell that they missed Tamani Kamara. You know, this team, and the reason why I'm not too frustrated with the loss tonight, you know, look at the guys who were out there tonight. Thibault got the start. You had Grant, Moses Brown started at center. And you had Malcolm Brogdon and Scoot Henderson. Off the bench, 23 minutes for Ibu Baji, 18 minutes for Sharp, 25 for Jabari, 17 for Skylar Mays, 19 minutes for Chris Murray, and 12 minutes for Ish Wainwright. I mean, they're shorthanded. You know, it's not like Chauncey Billups has got a ton of options with the players he's got out there right now. But they competed. The game kind of got mucked up a little bit there in the second quarter, but in the end, they just didn't have enough guys who could step up and make shots. As they made just 26% of their threes, 41% from the field. And that's going to continue to be an issue, but I didn't have an issue with the effort level tonight. They were out there competing. They just couldn't get shots to go down, and it was really rough in terms of some of the guys that were getting extended minutes and the play that we saw in the second and third quarters. All right, big game going on right now in the Sugar Bowl. Washington leads Texas 34-21 with 9 minutes to play. The winner will move on to meet Michigan in Houston next Monday for the national championship. And right now, Texas is on the move, trying to cut the deficit to 6, as they just had a big play and are now sitting inside the red zone at the Washington 16-yard line. All right, we'll keep things rolling here in the fifth quarter. When we come back, we'll I'll give you a scoreboard report and let you know everything that's going on in the world of sports today. And then we'll step into the coach's corner and hear from Chauncey Billups, and we'll get the thoughts of
Liberty Coin and Currency presents the fifth quarter shot of the night. Liberty Coin and Currency, the place to buy and sell your gold, silver, jewelry, and coins.
Henderson will push 3 on 2 on the other end. Give it to Brogdon. Down to Grant. Drives. Hammers it down with the right hand. Jeremy Grant with authority.
Oh, man, that's what you call fast break basketball.
It's time for a fifth quarter scoreboard report powered by Columbia Heating and Cooling, raising your expectations of comfort.
All right, checking the NBA scoreboard in the third quarter right now down in Los Angeles. The Clippers lead the Heat 81-73. Kawhi Leonard with 17 points. In New York, the Knicks topped the Timberwolves 112-106. Julius Randle, 39 points and 9 rebounds. In Toronto, the Raptors over the Cavs 124-121. Pascal Siakam with 36. Rockets ripped the Pistons 136-113. In Milwaukee, the Pacers over the Bucks 122-113. Tyrese Halliburton, a near triple-double, 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists. In Denver, the Nuggets ripped the Hornets 111-93. Jamal Murray, 25 points and 7 assists. The Suns over the Trailblazers 109-88. Yusuf Nurkic, 18 points, 7 rebounds. And in Utah, the Jazz destroy the Mavericks 127-90. Jordan Clarkson, triple-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. College football, 7:23 to go, fourth quarter in the Sugar Bowl. Washington leads Texas 34-28. A final in overtime at the Rose Bowl, Michigan over Alabama 27-20. So the winner of Washington, Texas will meet the Wolverines in Houston next Monday for the national championship. In the Fiesta Bowl, Oregon rips Liberty 45-6. Bo Nix in his Duck finale, 363 yards passing and 5 touchdowns. LSU tops Wisconsin 35-31 in the ReliaQuest Bowl. And in the Citrus Bowl, Tennessee destroys Iowa 35-0. And that is your scoreboard report.
Time Jeep of Portland presents the Coach's Corner with Chauncey Billups. Time for a brand new ride from Time Jeep of Portland. You won't believe the huge deals they're offering. With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you'll find the perfect ride for your new adventure at Time Jeep. Find us just minutes away from the Lotus Center off I-84 or visit timejeep.com. Drive with time.
All right, let's check in with Trailblazers coach Chauncey Billups following the Blazers' 109-88 loss in Phoenix.
Game plan on both sides of the ball, we did a good job. You know, we took care of the ball. One turnover in the first quarter I thought was amazing because our prior game, we had 8 turnovers in the first quarter and they got out 36-20 on us. So, boom, we rectified that, and then second quarter happened. You know, we had 8 turnovers in the quarter. They jumped out on us 35-18 in that quarter, and you know, we didn't have enough. We couldn't score. You know, it was tough for us to score.
So would you chalk that up to what you guys weren't doing or what they were doing defensively, to personnel? I know you guys you're pretty thin right now.
I don't, you know me, man. I don't make excuses, man. You know, we every time we line up out there, no matter who's out there, you know, it's an NBA player and somebody that deserves the right to be here. So, You know, you can say who didn't play. I don't play that game. You know, we had enough. We had guys that, you know, were out there playing and playing their hearts out. We didn't play well enough to win.
Chauncey, you've been around long enough to see when something changes like that quickly. As a coach now, what can you do?
You know, you just start trying different lineups and different people. You know, we had Shea back tonight, but he was obviously on a minutes restriction. You know, he couldn't give you too much. You start changing defenses, see if you can get something going. I thought that young group we had out there at the start of fourth gave us some life, you know, but the hole was we dug a hole too deep for us to get out of against a good team.
Chauncey, now that he's had, I mean, it's been, I think, like 3 or 4 games now that Scoot's been starting. What have you thought about the way he's performed since in the starting lineup? And is it different at all from the way he was? I mean, he was already making some progress, but it seems like these last couple weeks, it really seems like he's kind of taken a different step.
He has. He's taken some important steps, you know, in his rookie year, in his process. He's starting to understand what's necessary on both sides of the ball for a guy, especially that's a point guard. You know, the demands on a point guard I've always thought are totally different than everybody else. And it's always tough for young guards to get that, you know. And he's starting to figure that part out, you know, and to me, that's why he's played so well. The game is kind of coming to him now, and he's not having to go chase after it, you know, so much.
Do you feel like that's part of that is starting, or because it seems to me a bit that like he's just maybe a little more comfortable now than he was before. Like you see him out there, like he's putting up that little floater now, like before, like I feel like he was doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing, you know, and I don't think it has to do with starting because when Scoot came back, we was bringing him off the bench and he was playing great. I just think now extended minutes, obviously, an extended opportunity with other guys out. Obviously, the numbers will change a little bit, but, man, since he's been back, I just think that Scoot he's continued to get better and better.
All right, there's Coach Billups following the Blazers' loss tonight. My man Chris Burkhardt is here. What are your main takeaways from this loss in Phoenix where they're kicking off the first of 7 straight games on the road? A long road trip the Blazers now are getting ready for, and it starts out with the loss. But a lot of guys tonight, Chris Murray, Ish Rainwhite, Skylar Mays, guys, Ibu Baji, because of the guys that were out of the lineup, you know, Chauncey Billups being forced to go to his bench and play guys who aren't used to getting a ton of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's the takeaway. What else is there to take away, really? It's just they don't have the horses when it comes to a depth battle. Coach knows it. I think the team knows it. I mean, I looked at you how many times I was like, oh, Ibu Baji, Ish Wainwright, and Skylar Mays. Like, I know everyone loves Skylar Mays. Everyone loves what Ibu Baji's doing right now, and kudos to him. He's getting a chance to get an actual run, and he's doing all right. But, you know, Ish Wainwright as well. But those 3 aren't the recipe for winning ball games.
Speaking of ball games, man, Michael Penix putting on a surgery clinic tonight.
Should have won the Heisman.
Big pass after big pass after big pass, and now Washington leading 34-28. First down and goal at the Texas Longhorns 10 with 3:38 to play. So, barring some type of unforeseen disaster, the Huskies are in total control here. Total control, which is setting up a Michigan-Washington national championship game next Monday night in Houston. That will be good. That defense going up against Penix and those receivers.
That'll be a test. That'll be a real good one. Penix is nasty, man. He's so good.
How about the Huskies on the verge of going 14-0 on the year, too? It's ridiculous. They just find ways to win games.
That's what good teams do, right? I hate when everyone gets mad at a team for winning ugly games. Like, no, good teams find ways to win those ones.
You're 100% right. Because bad teams always find ways to lose those games.
Without question.
Huh. Kalen DeBoer he doesn't have the name of a Nick Saban, but he's X's and O's wise. He and Ryan Gruber, they're money.
He's a really, really good in-game coach. That is for sure.
All right. That's going to do it for us. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Tomorrow, regular programming, starting with Rip City Mornings at 6 a.m. with Justin Myers. And then Dwight and I will have the Rip City Drive at 3. Our next Trailblazer broadcast will come up. Let me see if I got the time right here. So, it always messes with me. 3 to 4:30. Blazer game day at 3. Tip-off against the Mavericks at 5:30. Chris will have game day starting at 3 o'clock right here on Trailblazers Network, 620 Rip City Radio. Yes! In the fifth quarter as well. So Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I hope you have a great week and a great start to your year. Your final score tonight from Phoenix, the Suns over the Trailblazers, 109-88. For Chris Burkhardt, I'm Chad Doing. Have a good night.